Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, then I have some fun videos for you guys. Okay, I think part 3, we're gonna have a lot of parts of these. Part 3 of my more kind of digestible, let's say, breakdown of some of the most incredible contemporary fine jewelry designers. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at lelasophia jewelry. I put out videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, you guys, this one I am lovingly naming Colorful Opulence, because you have no idea what is coming. Okay, again, these are my kind of smaller breakdowns, more digestible breakdowns of one of the very first videos I did for my channel. For those of you guys who don't know, I am a contemporary fine jewelry designer. I have my own little eponymous brand, Lelasophia Jewelry. I've worked in the industry in many different iterations over the last 11 years, which is really crazy, all here in New York City. And so I have had the pleasure of either working with or just knowing of some of these incredible designers for years and years and years and years and years. Some of them I completely look up to. Some of them just make me drool still to this day. And my whole goal is to add more and never take away from those heritage level incredible fine jewelry houses, but just add more to everybody's knowledge. And so for today, I have a real treat, because I figured, who are the 5 designers who I could talk about who are colorful, playful even maybe, yet opulent? Who else would I start with other than Brent Neale? I know. Round of applause, round of applause. Brent Neale. I have known about her for years and years and years. And again, I feel like I just feel so blessed. So I always feel bad talking about all the resources that I have here in New York City, because I know not every city has this many incredible stores at their fingertips. And so I'm so blessed to be able to go to Bergdorf's and see Brent Neale and maybe even one other designer on this list. And her pieces, I remember, I so specifically remember learning about her for the first time, and I was like, I'd been seeing, you know, I'm very entrenched in this world, so I was like, I'd been seeing a lot of these mushroom necklaces, but they're like carved from semi-precious stones, and then they have precious or semi-precious stones even within that. I was like, who is this woman making these incredible, like, playful, yet you could go to a red carpet, a black tie event with these? Who is this incredible ethereal woman? None other than Brent Neale. She is known for her, like, opulent. Opulent is just gonna be the word for most of these designers. And yeah, I remember being just completely mind blown. Of course, her mushroom pieces, I would say her mushrooms and then her little leaf pieces, if you know, are probably the most well-known. I've talked a lot about Alice's Tea Party, which are like the food-centric pieces based off of Alice in Wonderland. Like, genius. It's just so genius. But again, like, very finely carved out of these beautiful, colorful stones. And then I just have to talk about this because I think she posted an actual post about this, but she did a slew of stories, and I sent them so quickly to my brother's girlfriend because I'd already been like, these are the perfect pieces for you, you know? Today, when you want to splurge on some fine jewelry, they're so loosey. Even Dylan, honestly, my brother, would really probably like them. And then Brent Neale blessed us with this like whole string of stories. And I said, this woman is even more of a genius than I thought, if that's even possible. She has done some custom work inspired, which I know is like a form of tattoo work, which is really cool, but I've never seen it in fine jewelry before. Custom pieces inspired by clients' children's art, but done in gold with stones. I was on the floor. I said, I can't wait. I can't wait. I mean, if my dog could make art, I'd do that, but I'll just wait until my child can do that, hopefully in the future when I have children. Because I can't wait. I cannot wait. You already know my kids are gonna be out here painting on the walls and everything constantly with me. So the art that they make will absolutely, I will be calling up Brent Neale saying, hello, can I please have this turned in to a necklace? Like, she has done some incredible pieces of art for other clients, and then she did this necklace for herself. I can't even contain myself. It's the coolest thing. It's the most brilliant design I think I've maybe ever heard of, where she literally turned, I believe, her own children's art into like, the craziest, most like bow down level charm necklace. And I said, done. I'm done. I've seen it all. I've seen it all, and it was glorious to say the least. To end with not just a random, very specific piece, she also does some incredible, just very, very staple. I lovingly like to call them like bubble diamond pieces. You know, I love a gypsy set diamond. It's kind of my vibe. I do very organic pieces. Hers are so perfect, so polished, but still encased in a gorgeous amount of gold with very sizable stones, I might add. So you can really kind of run the board with her pieces, and she's just an absolute icon in our industry. And for, again, like who else would go next to Brent Neale, which I probably did it in the same order a year ago, but like, again, you think of Brent Neale and Harwell Godfrey. Harwell Godfrey, I believe last year was the Gem Award winner, Best Designer, and rightfully so. She has been an icon in our industry, and I have had the pleasure of working with her pieces. Talk about range, okay? I think she's probably honed in the last couple years into a very specific style, but she has had such a beautiful, diverse range of styles. And when I think of her, I think of geometric shapes and I think of cut stones. It's like, it's so funny because Brent Neale uses them in kind of organic ways and Harwell Godfrey uses them in very geometric, kind of polished, perfect ways, but things that you wouldn't exactly expect. Her pieces are absolutely stunning, and there are two that I have to talk about. One, I'm obsessed with bees. I love a good bee piece. I kind of want a bee tattoo. Like, there's something so beautiful to me about bees. Also, I'm just a weird, I am a little bit of that weird, like, spiritual person, and bees are like absolutely incredible. Literally, they have like beautiful frequencies that are healing. Ugh, it's just amazing. And anyways, her bee motifs are stunning. And I don't know if you've seen this before, but I have a dear friend. I have a couple of friends, probably, I'm not going to lie to you, but I have a dear friend who's like kind of obsessed with caviar and has it at each one of his dinner parties. And now he's living in Paris, so I'm sure he has it constantly. He's obsessed with caviar. And I sent him this piece because I said, have you ever seen a piece that's more perfect for you? She did a gigantic, like, I literally think this big. Like, that is, I know my necklace is gigantic, okay? Hers is gigantic and glittered out with stones and enamel work. Recently, she came out with a smaller size, which is still quite sizable. And I said, oh, I know 5 friends of mine who absolutely need this tomorrow. It's exactly that. It's playful. Yet if you showed up to the Met Gala in this piece, like all the jewelry blogs would write about you. And next, you guys are not even ready. This is the one designer who I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce her name correctly. I'm so please just, I'm always very embarrassed of myself. Nadine Ghosn, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but are we ready for this? I've been seeing these pieces for quite some time, and I can't believe I haven't talked about it. Also, there's just, you know, all these pieces really are at the top tier. I try to give a range for fine jewelry, and they're 1000% worth what the cost is, but you know, they're up there. So I haven't spoken about her, and then I did a deep dive and I said, what have I been doing? I need to give her the credit she deserves. Are we dying? I'd say the most infamous, just insanely dope, let's just be honest, colloquially to say, the dopest collection, maybe, of anybody I know, is called Too Cool for School. She turned pencils and crayons into jewelry, and it's a vibe. Okay, you just have to admit, I know so many people who would wear this. Again, if you have kids, if you're a teacher, if your parent was a teacher, if you're a writer, if you're an artist, any of those things, or if you just love pencils and love Playful jewelry that still is extraordinarily high-end, come on, like, this is the coolest line ever. Like, even just the ring is so cool. And then I said, I sent this to my brother so quickly on Instagram. She made, I believe 2, but 1 custom for sure piece for Lil Yachty. And I was like, you are the most brilliant. Again, like all these designers on this list, it's like, it's not the same, but you know, it's like that level of genius of Brent Neale taking children's art and turning it into these beautiful, opulent, yet fun pieces of jewelry. The same vibe. Like, I think I saw, I'm not sure if that was his wrist exactly, but I think I saw that Lil Yachty has the pencil, and it's like even the eraser tip, even the lead tip are diamonds. It might range, I need to look specifically, and then a custom crayon. Like, it's it's perfect. It's perfect. And I feel like that's so genius. Tapping into the artist performer world, her entire collection is incredible, but of course I just have to touch on the pencil bracelet and ring and the crayon bracelet. You know, she has a paperclip bracelet, which again, like I do know other designers who have done that. Virgil Abloh had an entire collection of paperclip bracelets. They're just done so well. It's so cool. And again, in my very niche, you know, end of the fine jewelry contemporary world, just kind of a mic drop moment. And I said that the last designer's last name was hard to pronounce, and then I remembered that I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this designer's name. I have seen these at Dover Street Market, and I maybe even think one other place. Love. Okay, I am not a colorful jewelry gal. I don't add any color to my own jewelry lines just because I don't wear it, and I don't even wear color in general. But even this, I was like, I might need one of these. I'm kind of obsessed. This is kind of the perfect example of something that is playful, that is different, that feels organic yet polished, and then adds the most beautiful stones so it feels very contemporary. This is a designer for sure that I would say, actually I guess all of the designers on this list lean very contemporary, very forward-facing, very future. But this designer is probably so universally lovable, so universally purchasable. Like there's so many people who I know this would just easily fit into their collections. And here's where the magic happens, where it's a little bit more subtle of a playfulness, but the color that's added and you know, the beautiful organic kind of squiggle lines that are added are done in such a refined way. And yet if you're not like me and just wants to be, you know, covered in gold at all times, it is really fun to add pops of color. Cassie Thorpe does this better than anybody I've ever seen, and it's stunning, and I love it on her. Also, by the way, I love colorful jewelry on everybody else. It's just me and my own line. I have to always stay true to myself. I'm shocked by my own love of these pieces because these, when I've seen them in store, I have been like, wait, how much is that? Wait, do I need this? They're really stunning. And speak of Cassie Thorpe, I did not plan that transition, but this is a seamless transition over here. A jewelry designer that I think Cassie Thorpe absolutely loves, and if you can't tell, Cassie Thorpe is like literally the reason why I started my own channel. I love her channel so much. There's a designer that she wears religiously named Susanna Martins, and when I tell you, I rarely am this person because I feel like it's creepy, but there was a video that she filmed that I said, oh, hold on, I needed to zoom in, and I said, this ear cuff. I love the ring that Cassie wears. It is that beautiful, like very signature Susanna Martins motif where it's like 4 marquee shapes and either done with enamel or a stone in it, but in an ear cuff way. It looks sickening on Cassie Thorpe. I said, you've done it. You've done it. Like it honestly, bow down. Honestly, hats off. Her entire, let's just say, entire Susanna Martins line is so gorgeous. And again, this is a total example of a designer who will work with color, will work with enamel, will work with colorful stones, where I say to myself, wait a second, do I need this? Do I need to look into this a little bit more? It's playful yet serious, and especially the white enamel done in anybody's collections, but the way that Susanna Martins is able to like, it's just so sleek, it's so future, it's so chic. White enamel, especially on white, no, just kidding. White enamel on any color gold is really just quite jaw-droppingly beautiful. And I've considered, I could totally still consider an ear cuff from hers. I love that very staple motif. I really love the kind of, again, everybody does this in their own really beautiful way, but it's like wave-like patterns yet done really refined, and that, you guys have no idea how difficult that is to do. And so absolutely hats off. She is one, like, she's absolutely an incredible designer. Those ear cuffs, I might have to consider adding myself. And you guys, this was a pretty big, heavy hitter video full of colorfully opulent fine jewelry designers who we all just love so much. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts down below. Bye guys.